How's it going, YouTube? So today we're going to be working on a Toro commercial 21-inch with the Honda motor. It's the GXV 160. Now the issue that we've had with this is that it works fine, it turns over, but once it actually gets going and it gets warmed up, maybe on the third or fourth house, once the temperature has been nice and warm, it just dies. And so I looked at forums and got very little info on it. Everyone's saying check the fuel filter, check the spark, everything. What I came to find out was that it's actually not what I thought it was. Now, what it is, it's actually a coil pack. So this is what actually sends that spark to the spark plug and to the ignition and lets it run. Now I guess when over time, so this machine was made back in 2022 and it's fairly old. So some people said, hey, go ahead and just grind these out, maybe it's making a bad connection. And we tried that and it worked for a little bit, but it just ended up getting too hot and it would just shut off. Now, the nice thing about it is that it does shut off, so it doesn't allow the motor to have permanent damage. But if you want to go ahead and replace it, it's fairly simple. You just go, you got 10 millimeters. You got one here. You got the one that goes on the actual oil dipstick. You have two. You have to remove the gas tank. So you have two screws there to get to this one back here. There's one back here, one here, and I believe that's it. And then go ahead and you're able to remove it. Now, this sits right there. And yeah, so, oop, there it goes. So whenever this spins, there's a, I don't know exactly how this works. I know that it does produce, oh, right there. It produces a little spark that this picks up. You have to gap this properly. I believe it's 0.40. I usually just use a business card and it works fine. So, but I think if you want to get exact, I think it's a 0.40. Don't quote me on that. That's I usually don't do that. I just use a business card. I'll put it here, and oh yeah. So this magnet here, as you can tell, see, sticks to it. So you gotta set that gap properly, and it sends out that spark. So yeah, but that's the issue with this. This is the second time that I've run into this issue, not with this mower, but with the same type of mower, the Toro 21-inch. Now, you got to be very careful when you order these parts because I put in this exact same part and the model, but as you can tell, it gave me a different spark. I mean, a different coil pack. So it's for the same exact mower, but this one's, the ground goes on this side, and on this one it goes on this side. So I highly recommend that you make sure that you type in the actual motor serial number, not just the mower, because even though it'll say GXV 160, they have different types of coil packs, and it sucks to break it all down and get to where I'm at and it's the wrong one. So I have to repackage this and send it back. Now, the coil pack that I'm using is from Amazon. I've used them before. Actually, this is one that I've picked up years ago I've had no issues with it. I think I replaced it back in 2024, so about 2 years. And you got to remember, these machines, as you could tell, they get used and abused a lot. So something that I highly recommend as well is, while you're doing this, might as well just go ahead and change out the plug. I got that here. This is I like running the NGKs. There we go. And so I ordered the new part. It should be here in about 4 days. So it's gonna be torn down, and it's gonna stay torn down. And I'll just go ahead and once I get the new part, I'll just shim it, put the new plug in, and yeah. So, but like I said, if you're having this issue with a machine that you know it has good fuel coming in, it doesn't run lean, it doesn't run rich, and it just shuts off, almost 100% of the time it's going to be the coil pack. Like I said, it works perfect up until it gets a little warm, and then I mean you can maybe do 2 lawns after that, and then I mean, it's annoying. It does turn on, but it gets annoying. So it'll go ahead, it'll start up, and then you could run maybe 100 feet or 50 yards or so, and then it'll just shut off. And it's annoying, and it doesn't look professional when you show up to a customer's house and you're out there trying to do your work. But yeah, hopefully this video helped you. And like I said, if you're having this issue, more than likely 100% of the time I've noticed that it's the coil pack. So again, there's many more issues with this. One that I've noticed is this oil ring here. That's a different video, but yeah, this oil ring here, as you can tell, there we go. Every time you change the oil, I try to keep clean oil at least twice a month, at minimum at least once, but twice a month I try to change out the oil. And yeah, this O-ring here gets worn out, and yeah, you might want to replace that, because if not, look, I didn't replace it last month, and look at how gunky it is. Now the reason why, it's because it doesn't make a good seal. It vibrates a little bit, you know, and all that pressure, start losing oil. But anyways, besides that, it's a great mower. I've had no issues with it. Like I said, I bought it new back in 22, and yeah, I've had nothing but good things to say about it. Oh, one thing though is this muffler. If you don't check it, it does get loose, and you might lose a muffler, the stud bolt right there. So just something, you know, preventative. But these mowers, they're a little beast, as you can tell. I do like having Hondas. I have a Honda, and then I have a Hustler over there. Got a Toro here, and then I got a Toro commercial 30-inch back there. So yeah, that's kind of what we run, and had no issues with them.